let's go to the actual linebackers themselves, the
Ooh.
off-ball linebackers, the inside linebackers, the whatever you want to name them there. They have all kinds of different names, and everybody wants to argue what they're called nowadays. I don't know why, but they do. So we got Bobby Okereke, obviously, first off. Obviously been a Giant for 2 years now. I don't think we even talk about the kind of talent level he has. I think it's pretty obvious when people watch him. We did have some questions on some of his, business decisions we felt like we saw on tape last year. It did come out later on that he was injured much earlier than people realized. So maybe that was part of it. I'm kind of hoping it is. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, the past in that, because of how good a player he is. And, I think he's been a very good leader for this team overall as well. But it's definitely something I'll be watching for, this upcoming season to see if I see anything, business decision related again, like we saw last year. Micah McFadden, obviously back again, probably going to be the second linebacker there for us. I do say probably because you never do know. Depends partially what to do with Abdul Carter too. But he's the guy that you're going to see mostly on the first 2 downs or so. I think that you'll see, probably third down, you'll probably see him come off the field. That's probably when you'll see Abdul Carter go in there because Abdul Carter can rush the quarterback. He can also cover from his years as being a linebacker as well. And again, you can't have Burns, Thibodeau, and Carter all playing edge. There's 2 edge positions.
Too many edge.
Never enough. But yeah, again, like I said, he's a good, solid guy to have. He's serviceable. I don't want to make it seem crazy to what it is, but he's this good, serviceable linebacker. He's like I said, he's good in those first couple downs. He's also, I think, a pretty good player overall to have personality wise. I've seen a few interviews with them. Obviously, if you saw, he was on Giants Rush there a couple weeks ago as well. Just always seems like a very nice, down to earth guy too as well. So then we have a guy that I think kind of surpassed expectations last year in Darius Muasau. He was our 6th round pick, our last pick we had in the 24 NFL draft. And again, a guy that I think surpassed the expectations that we really had from going into it. You and I talked about him as being a special teamer, probably that you might try to develop into a linebacker in the NFL there. Well, injuries happen. So he played in 15 of the 17 games. He started in 7 games even, had 55 tackles in the season. Also, I think he held the lead for interceptions on the season for much of the season because he was the only one that had one for much of the season. Obviously still young. He's going to be 24 this season there. Kind of curious to see what he does develop into. I do still think he is a backup linebacker special teamer. I don't think he'll ever really challenge for a starting position, but I do think he showed something. He showed he is a actual backup linebacker. He's not just a special teamer that you hope never has to see the field.
Yeah.
So then you got, of course, Deontay Johnson, who looked very good last year in preseason, got hurt. And then we pretty much, didn't see him until the end of the year. And obviously, coming off injury, you don't want to judge fully off of there. I don't know what we should expect out of him. Again, looked really good in preseason. It's preseason. Was undrafted. So
we talked about Webb a couple years ago, how great he looked.
Yeah. So again, I don't want to overplay that, but he is a guy that potentially could be a good backup linebacker for us there. And then you got a bunch of guys who are special teamers: Chris Board, Demetrius Flannigan-Fowles, Ty Summers. I mean, that's what the Giants have done this offseason. They've loaded up on people who can play special teams.
Really did.
Yeah. Do you want to see those guys on defense, Rob? Because I don't.
No. I mean, I don't know how much I want to see him in special teams, but
no, I think special teams are good. It's just a matter of
I think there's a plan.
How many people do we need that are just special teamers? Is Joe Judge back helping with the roster again? Remember we had 3 fullbacks in the roster at one point because they all play special teams. We had more fullbacks than the entire rest of the NFL put together. Bad. This, like I said, this is definitely a group that I wouldn't mind if they brought another body in. That could be a nice depth piece for the linebacker position. Maybe
Would be
plays
nice.
some special team, but also plays defense.
Yeah, could you guys play both? Be nice.
Yeah, I mean, again, special teams overlooked. It's underappreciated. We've said that many times in the show. We do include it. We plan on talking about it today even. But, what it boils down to is I don't need 5 roster spots taken up for people that just return kicks or tackle people on special teams. I'm sorry. That's like a 10th of your roster right there. That's providing you nothing on offense or defense.
Sounds a little crazy.
It's a bit much. So
A little costly.
So again, I wouldn't mind us bringing another guy in. I don't know if that'll happen, but overall, listen, if you go with Okereke, McFadden, and Muasau with the ability to bring Carter in as a linebacker as well, you got 4 linebackers that you trust. And then, God forbid, if Deontay Johnson is healthy and looks good, you got 5 right there. It's not a bad group. It's just there's question marks I have. There's a little bit of, okay, what do we really have here? So don't hate the group, don't love the group. That's fair. So
fair enough.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.